get started. So tonight, I just wanted to go over our product line is still small, but we have grown and grown over the past 5 years, especially since I've been a part of Plexus. And I always want to keep top of mind to really visit back to the basics and talk about what our products can do, what the intentional ingredients are in the products, and maybe some tips on how to take them. Because I know that sometimes, depending on your own personal schedule and personal day, you can find that it might be a little bit difficult to keep up to schedule. So you might hear some tips. And then after we get done talking, I would love to hear if you guys end up taking yours different ways or have any questions about these products, anything that, we can help each other with, because I think that's super important. So I wanted to start off first and talk about the core product that started Plexus, which a lot of people do not know. They think it was the pink drink, but it wasn't. So the core product was the breast health check kit. This was the very first product. It was featured on on the show The Doctors, and it's absolutely amazing. I think that everybody needs one in their household, and this is what it looks like. And it was really intended to be kind of a magnifying glass for your fingertips. So this is used to detect lumps the size even of a grain of salt. So this is a very not really talked about product, but I think is a very staple item that everybody needs to have in their household. Now, this product really brought Plexus kind of to the map. And what they found was that they were really linking and studying and doing different things of that sort with breast cancer and obesity, the links to a lot of different things. So that's why they had this as their first product. And then they moved to have Plexus Slim, which is the pink drink, in a diabetic case study. So they really wanted to open the avenue and see how these links and how all of the science kind of came to be and how it was related to breast health. So we will, of course, I have all my products in here except for the pink drink. So let's talk about Plexus Slim, which is the pink drink originally formulated for a diabetic case study, like I just mentioned. This formula has changed over time. So the formula that I started with is no longer available, but we have two formulas, Slim Hunger Control and Slim Microbiome Activating Complex. Now the Slim Hunger Control is going to be your larger stick, and the Microbiome Activating Complex is going to be your shorter stick. I want to make sure that everybody knows, because sometimes they'll say, which one should I do? Now it's going to be, sometimes people base it on which taste they like better because they both taste different. They are very close to the same formula. They both are clinically demonstrated to help lose weight if weight loss is a part of someone's journey. They both support healthy glucose metabolism. They are both gluten-free, non-GMO, 100% vegetarian. The main difference is that Slim Hunger Control helps keep you feeling full longer. It's going to help reduce hunger. And again, the taste that I mentioned is a little bit different than the microbiome. The Hunger Control is a blood orange, lemon, and lime flavor. Now, the Microbiome Activating Complex, this is going to it contains an XOS prebiotic. It helps promote the growth of good gut microbes. And it helps increase the akkermansia. That was a very big word when Slim Microbiome Activating Complex came out, was akkermansia. I challenge you to Google this to learn about what this word is and how it all relates to our microbiome. But this XOS prebiotic is clinically studied. This tastes like raspberry, lemon, watermelon. So you'll find that what we have heard, now this is just more of a personal opinion and some research that I've done on my own and taken feedback from other people, we have found that those that suffer with an autoimmune disorder or significant inflammation, different things of that, tend to find a little bit more relief with the Hunger Control formula because that XOS prebiotic can be irritating for some. However, we have a lot of people that do the Microbiome Activating Complex that are looking to find relief from autoimmune disorders, and they are finding that relief. It's going to be more of a trial and error. I know that when I have someone that's interested in the pink drink, I keep both samples on hand. I go back and forth. I do both of them now. Most of the time, if I'm going to do just one, I tend to lean toward the microbiome. You know, sometimes it's different, but I like to send samples of both to that individual and really try to find and help lead them, if they like the taste of both, really help lead them to what they might be looking to find relief from. So that's a little bit on the Plexus Slim. Obviously, it's going to help support healthy lipid levels, balance blood sugar, gut health, helps with acid reflux, a lot of different things. A lot of people feel in the very beginning that better sleep, curbed cravings, that can be some of the things that they can really find beneficial. Now, some people are known to be able to go through detox just by the Slim only. There are quite a few people that I have heard before that have taken the microbiome activating complex and gone through detox simply from the Slim, and it has to do with that XOS prebiotic. So even if someone is taking the pink drink by themselves, make sure you're educating them on what detox is. There's a lot of great YouTube videos. If you type in Plexus and detox, we have a lot of great videos on our team page. Make sure you're educating them to look for those symptoms, because if somebody's going to start feeling bad while they're taking this drink, especially in the beginning, they're going to correlate that and be like, that is not for me. I feel worse than what I did. But if we let them know to celebrate those symptoms, it's going to be better for them in the long run. So the next product I wanted to talk about, kind of that falls in our weight management, is MetaBurn. I am still learning so much about this product. I absolutely love it. Really quickly though, I'm sorry, I want to go back to the pink drink. The microbiome, I know we had some questions about this on our team page. The microbiome activating complex, the short stick, that is kind of the same standard traditionally, drinking that 30 minutes before breakfast or 30 minutes before lunch. Now with the Slim Hunger Control, because it has that extra fiber, that's why that stick is longer, it has extra fiber. You are going to probably be more likely to want to mix that in with a larger amount of water and really do more of a sipping rather than trying to finish that within 30 minutes. Especially if you're starting out on the hunger control. Sometimes it's been very helpful for people to use only half of the packet, maybe in the morning, and then do the rest of the packet in the afternoon, kind of split it up. And then as your body starts adjusting to that fiber, then you can kind of go and drink that the way that it's intended to do so. So MetaBurn, this is amazing, helping support metabolism, energy, fat burning. This is actually formulated with adaptogenic herbs that naturally lower cortisol and burn belly fat. It also has amino acid, and it benefits both metabolism and fat burning. So this is something that we have had a lot of questions on how to take this product. There are 60 capsules, so it's really intended to take 2 per day. Now, some people that are starting out on this, they're taking 1. I think I read in that you take 2 at the same time and have had no problems. This is going to be more of, again, trial and error on how you wish to take it and how it works for you. I know some people, if they were taking it too close with food, then it would give them acid reflux in the beginning. Some people, so we have some tips and tools on how to take MetaBurn that I can share below when I talk about, or when I put the video up. But this is something that's going to be really trial and error. I believe that it says on the bottle, yes, take 1 capsule twice a day. So I would recommend probably taking the first capsule in the morning. That's what I've been doing. I actually take it with my Slim, and then I take my second capsule after lunch. I don't usually like to take this after the afternoon, just because I feel like it could possibly keep me up, but I haven't taken it at night to see. So this is really going to be very helpful for people that are looking for that metabolism booster. It's a very great companion product with Slim, and I would recommend not taking this by itself. I would recommend taking this as a true companion product with Slim. But MetaBurn is amazing. It's one of the newest products that we have out there, and I think that it really speaks for itself. A lot of people are finding great results with inches lost, and we always say to ditch the scale and don't look at the scale, but that has also been helping people have that scale move in a positive direction on what they are looking for. The next in our weight management is Lean Whey. So Lean Whey comes in creamy vanilla or milk chocolate. This is probably one of my favorite products that we have now. So this is going to be a true meal replacement, supporting digestive health. This does contain dairy. This has 5 grams of prebiotic fiber and 15 grams of ultra pure whey protein and concentrate. So it's really going to help. It features essential amino acids and supports and maintains lean muscle. This has 24 vitamins and minerals as well. People are sometimes asked about the calories. So this has a higher calorie intake than what P96 would be, because P96 is really meant to be just a quick snack on the go. This is meant to be a true meal replacement. And a lot of the meal replacements out there do not meet the nutritional value that we really need to really supplement. So this does. It comes in just a large powder form. So it's not individual packets. It's just a powder with a scoop. 1 scoop is for kind of a quick snack. 2 scoops is for a true meal replacement. I actually just mix for this. Sometimes people can mix it with water. Sometimes people use coconut milk, almond milk, whatever you have. But this does have dairy. Now we do have a, excuse me, we do have a lean. Our first lean that came out is mocha flavored. Now the difference between lean whey and what the mocha flavored is that the mocha is vegetarian. It's non-dairy. It's going to do and serve the same purpose as far as a meal replacement. What they were finding when they came out with the mocha flavor, people either loved it or they didn't like it at all. I was one of those people that tried it at convention and I did not like it at all. And then I ordered my bag because I just wanted to like it, and I started really liking it. And then creamy vanilla and milk chocolate came out and I fell in love with those. So that is kind of where our protein comes into play. Our next product that I wanted to talk about for weight management is Block. One of my favorite products. You might hear a couple of different ways that people take this. This is really going to help block 48% of carbohydrates and sugar and carbs and starches from turning into that sugar in your system. The main ingredient in here that's really going to help is the brown seaweed blend and the white kidney bean extract. So what a lot of people might have misinformation on is that this is going to block those bad starches and carbohydrates from turning into sugar in our body, but it's not going to block out the nutritional value. Some people like to take this. So it's 60 capsules. This is fast acting. So when I first started with Plexus, we had to take Block 30 minutes before we ate and then let it absorb in our system, and then we ate. This you can take essentially right when you're eating the largest meal or the most carb heavy meal, 2 capsules at a time. Now, if you are starting this, I would recommend starting maybe the first 5 days, 1 capsule per day. And then by day 6, adding in the second one. You always want to make sure that you're just kind of like easing in and then building up. Some people do like to take this where it's 1 capsule at bedtime and 1 capsule in the morning. There have been some great results from other ambassadors and other customers that if they take it in this sense, it sends their body in a state of ketosis. So it's helping burn that fat while they're at rest. So again, you can take this however you would like to take it. My recommendation is either at 2 capsules with your heaviest starch meal, or if you're going to go out on the town and drink some wine, it's helpful. Blocking those carbohydrates and starches, or taking 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule at bedtime. Some people are finding really great results with that. But this is going to help maintain blood sugar within normal ranges as well. So you guys, these are all intentional ingredients. I know this product is loved by a lot of people. So that is Block. The next one I wanted to talk about, and I don't have it with me, is Accelerator. Accelerator is another companion product for Slim. And this is really going to be Accelerator and Boost have questions against each other a lot of the times, like which one should I take, which one should I not take. Accelerator was around when I first started, and that was definitely a product that I wanted to know a little bit more about. And I fell in love with it because it has 5-HTP, which is a natural mood enhancer. So for those that struggle with, at the time for me, I had just lost my dad and I wanted to find something natural that I really could feel like would be beneficial to help me. So that 5-HTP was huge. A lot of people really enjoy it because it also helps boost weight loss, increases energy, helps suppress appetite, and it's really designed to speed up weight loss with fat in inches. So it's kind of serves more as a kickstart, if you will, for your journey. Definitely a companion product with the P.I.N.K drink. It comes with 60 capsules. Again, this is the same. Most people that take this product take 2 capsules at a time. Because it's served as a kickstart, it's not really intended to be on for long term. I was on Accelerator for a couple of years, again, just for the 5-HTP because I loved the natural mood enhancer. I thought it was amazing. But it really serves as a kickstart. Now, the difference between, one of the differences between Accelerator and Boost, Accelerator is going to be geared towards someone who might not be as active, might not be in the gym a lot, might not be getting a lot of exercise. Whereas Boost, that would be one to have someone who's looking to really build muscle, looking for that energy. Boost is hypothermogenic, so it heats your body up from the inside out, and it's really burning fat. A lot of people who take this as even a pre-workout. They're taking it before they go to the gym. Some people like to take it in the morning with their Slim. But again, this is going to be the same type of effects as Accelerator with energy, helping appetite suppression. The one really cool ingredient in Boost is that it's an edible cactus that is used for hunger suppression. So a lot of people are finding that when they do take Boost, that they feel less hungry and they're also getting toned for their muscles. But if you have a customer or if you have a friend that's looking for either or, I would ask them the questions. How active are they? Are they looking for something to help with improve clarity or their mood? And that's where you can really kind of help guide them. It is not recommended to take both Accelerator and Boost at the same time at all. And if someone is pregnant or breastfeeding, definitely not a recommended product, but you can also take it to a pharmacist or take it to your pediatrician or doctor and talk to them if that's something that you want to start. So the next one in weight management is P96. P96 comes in chocolate or vanilla. It comes in 12 packets. This is an individual packet. This is 100% vegetarian, gluten-free. The difference between this and lean is that this is really going to serve more as an on-the-go snack, for sure. This is single servings, 96 calories. It has more than 20 vitamins or minerals for optimal nutrition, and it has 15 grams of protein. It's delicious. I'm a chocolate girl, so I tend to have the chocolate P96 around the house. But it's a really great, easy way. Mix it in the blender in a shaker bottle. But P96 is wonderful. And I forgot to mention, sorry, I don't mean to go all over the place. Lean has now come in 7-day trial packs for people to try. So that's great because I was putting powder in a baggie and leaving it in mailboxes and it's just not the same. So those trial packs can be found in your back office and are very helpful. But P96, if you haven't tried this, I'm always willing and happy to send out samples to see if this is something that you enjoy. So let me know. I'd be happy to put one in the mail, but they come with 12 packets. So if you're looking to take this for a month, then I would recommend ordering 2 bags. So now we move to our nutrition side. I want to talk about X Factor, and we have X Factor and X Factor Plus. Now, I don't have X Factor Plus here with me because I still take the original. Not because there's something wrong with X Factor Plus. It's just because that X Factor original for me personally has always been a game changer. And for me, I didn't want to change something if it wasn't having a negative effect on me. So X Factor original is definitely where my heart is. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm having problems. Okay. So X Factor and X Factor Plus. This has the New Zealand black currant, which is a very powerful antioxidant. X Factor Original also has vitamin C, D, E, and B6 and B12. and it has aloe vera. And the importance for aloe vera in our X Factor vitamin is just a game changer. We always talk about those vitamins when people are taking vitamins and they go to the bathroom and their pee is neon yellow. It probably happened to all of us. That means that literally nothing is being absorbed. It is going right through you. Aloe vera in here, fully absorbable by up to 300%. So whatever you're taking and what ingredients are in X Factor, you are helping it absorb by up to 300%. They call aloe vera the party bus of nutrients. And I've seen this firsthand. We have some individuals on our team that suffer from diabetes. They have maybe foot pain. My best friend Carly has had foot pain from being diabetic. X Factor changed that for her. Literally, party bus, aloe vera, party bus for nutrient healing. It takes the nutrients and it's picking them up and it's delivering them exactly to where the healing process needs to become. So if you think what aloe vera does on the outside of our skin, think of what it's doing on the inside. It's creating an environment where these nutrients and vitamins and minerals are going through, and it's picking things up along the way and it's delivering them to where they need to go. So you'll find a lot of people that have improved immune systems, improved pain from arthritis, improved foot pain, neuropathy, different things of that sort, things where they might not be able to feel different sensations. X Factor has been very helpful for them. This also is going to help improve immune function, healthy bones and muscles, supports healthy blood pressure levels, boosts energy, improves mood. X Factor Plus is the difference between the two. X Factor Plus has bioavailable ingredients and gut protecting polyphenol blend. So that is really going to be geared toward gut health. Now, not to say that this does not help with gut health, but the intentional ingredient in the X Factor Plus is the gut protecting polyphenol blend. This is going to also help with symptoms of menopause for women, increase clarity and concentration. You're going to find that one of the reasons I loved X Factor Original was because I used to get strep throat 6 times a year. It has been amazing because I've been strep throat free, knock on wood, for 4 years. I take this is 60 capsules. I take 2 X Factors in the morning with my Slim. Some people take it at night. It's really more of a preference on what you like to do. You do not need to take this with food. That's not a necessity. X Factor Plus, you must take with food. That is very important to say and to reiterate because it is so super potent with the polyphenol blend and bioavailable ingredients that if you do not take with food, you might feel nauseous or shaky. And but those that are on X Factor Plus absolutely love it. It also does contain aloe vera and the New Zealand blackcurrant. The differences between X Factor and X Factor Plus, again, are the bioavailable ingredients in the polyphenol blend for the good strains of gut bacteria. So with X Factor, we also have X Factor Kids. This is 0 sugar. It has a probiotic. It's amazing. This should be a household staple in everybody's home. This comes with 60 chewable tablets. For kiddos that are ages 2 and 3 years old, take 1 tablet, and kids ages 4 and up take 2 tablets per day. A lot of people like to ask what the recommended age is. This recommends starting at 2 years old. But again, if you have a 1-year-old, they can chew things. You can take this to the pediatrician and ask them. This is a game changer for a lot of people because what we learned was that even children's gummy vitamins I'm trying to remember the exact number. I want to say add 4 pounds of sugar to a child's diet in a year from just the sugar alone in a gummy vitamin. This is 0 sugar, probiotic, very great for immune system for the kiddos and to help with their tummy issues, but a good probiotic all the way. And it's a tropical splash flavor. I like to send these out in samples to the mamas that have little kiddos to see if they want to have their kids try them before they purchase it. But you guys, this has been such a great addition for everyday nutrition, healthy growth and development. And it's gluten-free, 100% vegetarian, non-GMO. It's amazing. Really quickly, I wanted to talk about Vital Biome. So Vital Biome is going to be in the nutrition category. This is also a newer product that came out last year. This has 8 probiotic strains that really help reduce the feelings of stress and anxiety, reduce GI stress, rebalance the gut microflora. They have 20 billion CFUs, and they also have a delayed release capsule. So that means that it's really going to start working where it's intended to do so in your body. Some people do have the question as if they need Vital Biome, do they need ProBio 5 or vice versa? That is really more of a personal preference and how out of whack your gut is. I take both. I had major stomach issues before. I was on 3 stomach prescriptions for everything that was happening. So I do take both. If you think about it this way, I'll talk about ProBio in a minute, but Vital Biome is going to be the miracle grow for the good bacteria. So if you think of your gut as a rainforest, Vital Biome is going to go in there and be the water for all the trees that are the healthy seeds and trees that are going to be growing in our gut. It's a sister probiotic to ProBio 5, but a lot of people really tend to take it for that reduced feelings of stress and anxiety, and they call it the plant-based chill pill for a reason. So Vital Biome has had great results. We have a lot of people on our team that take this product, and it's been very, very popular and helpful for people coming off or down from anti-anxiety medication, antidepressants, different things of that sort. So let's move into, and this for Vital Biome, you take 1 capsule per day, and it has a special container. And I'm sorry, I didn't bring that in here either. It has a special container. So when you have Vital Biome, if you are someone who uses a pill case or a pill container, make sure you keep your Vital Biome in the packaging that it came in, because it has a special lid and container to keep all of that contained together and to keep it at a healthy temperature, so that good flora can survive and live within that environment. So make sure you keep your Vital Biome separately and keep it in the container that it came in. ProBio 5, this is my favorite product of all times. This has changed my life, but it's going to really help keep the yeast balance in intestinal yeast in balance, support a good, healthy intestinal tract. This has an antifungal in it, which is just amazing. Digestive enzymes. You're going to find that people that take a probiotic, if you talk to them, might not have ever felt the difference on the other probiotics that they've taken, but they feel the difference in the world from ProBio 5. And why? And it's because of the digestive enzyme. It's because of the antifungal. And it also helps with, this goes through your body, and it does not actually start working until, kind of like Vital Biome, until it gets to the area that it's intended to do so. What happens with refrigerated probiotics, and this is what I learned because I always thought that the refrigerated were the best. Refrigerated probiotics have to be refrigerated because that's the only environment in which that strain of good flora can survive. If you think of the temperature in our stomach, when you take a refrigerated probiotic, that good bacteria is going to be killed off by the time it hits your stomach acid, and it's never going to really do the effects and get into your intestinal tract the way that it was really meant to do. Not ProBio 5. Because of the digestive enzyme and the antifungal, all of our bad bacteria in our gut has a shell similar to a cockroach. It's disgusting. It's true. If you Google this, I'm telling you, you will find it. This antifungal actually can have the power and strength to not only break through that cockroach type of shell, which is gross, but it penetrates through and it kills it and breaks it down and kills it off, which is why it's so important, and which is why a lot of people feel the difference. IBS is reduced. They're eliminating. So like if you are eating 2 or 3 times a day, you should be eliminating 2 or 3 times a day. I know a lot of people suffer from constipation or suffer from the reverse, which is IBS. Bloating. This is going to be a game changer, and it's going in and killing off the bad and repopulating with the good. So this is something that definitely helps the imbalance for so many people. It has 2 billion CFUs per capsule, and it's just that amazing. Now the directions on how to take this is best to take at night when you are going to bed. And the reason is because when your digestive tract is at rest, this is going to go in and do its job. Now, there are 60 capsules that come in this, and the recommended dosage is 2 capsules. So this could last you a month. I still, 5 years in, take 4 of these per night because that is the number for me that worked for me. That is how it's again, more of trial and error. Some people love 2, some people take 1, some people take 3, and some people take 4. It's just something that has really kept my symptoms and healing at bay, and I love it. And so 4 is the magic number for me. Most people, I would say, take 2. But this is a good tip for ProBio 5. Set this by your nightstand. Set this by your toothbrush. Whatever it is, that area that's going to help you figure out exactly, like, remember top of mind when to take this. Think about this. This is just the same thing as brushing your teeth every night. This is a must. I think that everybody needs a good probiotic. If you Google gut health and whatever symptom that you're suffering from, you will find that your gut is linked to 80% of our immune system. And when that is out of whack, everything else is out of whack as well. So this is a game changer. You can spend that much time on ProBio 5. Sorry, we have a lot of products. I'm trying to go through these, you guys. BioCleanse. This is another one of my favorites, and these two work together hand in hand. This is the scrub brush of our gut, and this is the flush. And this sat on my shelf for a couple of months because I was scared of the name and scared to take it because I was like, I work full time. There's no way I can take BioCleanse. BioCleanse is a detox and a cleanse, but it's a simple, gentle cleanse. This is an absorbable type of magnesium. It has bioflavonoids and vitamin C. It's amazing. It's going in and oxygenating our bloodstream, our organs. It's making our body more alkaline friendly. Diseases can't live in a high alkaline state. So this is going to go in and really help oxygenate and clean up and promote regularity and bloating and gas and discomfort. So this is amazing. It's going to also help remove harmful microbes and substances. So I said the ProBio 5 is the scrub brush. This is going to be the flush. So it really helps get things on track. This also helps support healthy collagen, so your skin can maybe be glowing. It helps with anxiety, with stress. BioCleanse comes with 120 capsules. So really, the suggested use for BioCleanse is when you build up, if you're starting on the triplex, or even if you're starting on this solo with the pink drink. Essentially, once you build yourself up, you're going to want to take 4 capsules per day. 2 at one time and 2 at the other time. For me, that did not work because I was forgetting. I would carry this in my purse and I would set alarms on my phone, and you're supposed to take it between breakfast and lunch and dinner, and that just wasn't, I was missing it. The most important thing I would say would be consistency and making sure you're taking your products, because I know that some people, and I felt like this in the beginning, if I missed a dose, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do that again today because I missed my time, so I'm just going to have to do it tomorrow. Take it when you remember. The most important thing is you're taking it every day. But a helpful tip for this is how I take mine. I take 2 BioCleanse in the morning with my Slim, and I take another 2 BioCleanse at night with my ProBio 5. So I'm taking it in the morning and at night when I go to bed. That has helped wonders for me. And if that's a tip that can help you to take care of all your phone alarms, that's been something that's been super helpful for me. Let's talk really quickly about Mega X. Mega X is our plant-based omega. Love this, love this, love this when this came out. You will find that a lot of fish oil pills are gigantic. Mega X is small. It's amazing. It's made from the crushed ahi flower oil. It helps heart health, brain health, eye health. It has an omega-3, 6, 9, and the lesser commons 5 and 7. They are awesome. It's really going to go in and I know that people have had, this is going to support healthy lipids. I know Matt Ronk had just recently shared his lab results. This is going to go and make you a lab result junkie, because this is something that's going to be really helping your heart health. I know for some people who have an allergic reaction to fish, to shellfish, they can take this. They might not be able to take fish oils, but they can take this because it is purely plant-based. And our body does not produce the essential omega fatty acids that we need. So this is going to help supplement and give our body those essential fatty acids that we do need. But it is free from mercury, so no fish, and it does not have that unpleasant aftertaste, and it does not give you those fishy burps, because I can guarantee you, each and every one of us that have taken a true fish oil, it's like you can taste it all day, which is just not helpful. So, and I don't have this bottle with me here, but I wanted to talk really quickly about Nerve. Nerve is definitely an underrepresented product, but those that take Nerve absolutely love it. It's a combination of minerals and vitamins and amino acids to really help support healthy nerve cells and nervous system to regenerate. I know that two of the really big ingredients in Nerve are alpha-lipoic acid and the horse chestnut extract. And that is derived from tree bark. And if you Google horse chestnut extract, you will see all of the benefits. But I know Nerve has helped a lot of people regenerate those nerves that they might, again, have with neuropathy. It helps with fibromyalgia, all of these different things. For people with sciatic issues, this has definitely been something, because when individuals have issues with nerves and with sciatic pain, they probably, once you've heard from them, they have probably tried everything under the sun to help with that pain, to help maintain and manage. And when they have Nerve and they find that, and you hear these testimonials and you hear these stories, it's definitely something that's been amazing, and it gives those people hope. So Nerve is intended to take 1 capsule 2 times a day, with or without food. So if this is something that you feel like you might benefit from, I would highly recommend to give it a try. All of our products come with a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you can try a product to see if it's something for you. And if you're not satisfied, we have an amazing customer service staff that will help you in every possible way to troubleshoot with you or to get you fully refunded. Really quickly, wanted to talk about Ease. This is another one of my favorite products. We don't talk about too much. It's part of our discomfort line. A lot of people were also finding that taking Ease helps with inflammation and helps with their weight loss journey. This smells terrible. And I'm just going to be true, like, smells terrible, but the benefits are so amazing. My friend Marty had mentioned that if you put this in the refrigerator, that it takes the fishy smell away. The reason why it smells fishy is because one of the key ingredients is the green-lipped mussel from New Zealand. Very, very high anti-inflammatory. It also has bromelain, which is an enzyme found in pineapple, and it has turmeric, which if you Google turmeric or if you know turmeric, it's very helpful with inflammatory and inflammation as well. Now, Ease, I just say hold your breath, hold your nose, and swallow because of the smell, but again, put it in the fridge. The benefits of this are absolutely amazing. It's going to help even with fatigue, but I know that we as a team did something called Ease into the Holidays, and we were really focused on inflammation and weight loss, if that was a part of somebody's journey. For me personally, I suffer from endometriosis and self-diagnosed PCOS. So I was constantly always in pain, and there is information on loading dose, on like how much to take. This is very amazing because this has helped people come off of taking just way too much Tylenol and Advil and those that are hard on our organs. And there's not necessarily directions on how many to take of these because they are natural. The loading dose is between 4 to 6. And I will be completely honest, there are still days where I take 4 of these, depending on how I'm feeling. And so the suggested daily use is 1 to 3 capsules as needed. I take this either in the morning or at lunch or at bedtime. It's just one of those things where this is just something that I am not super strict with as far as the time of the day when I take it, but it's something that I take every single day. And it's definitely been one of those things that have helped people come off of ibuprofen and have relief of their discomfort. So Ease is amazing. This also comes in a topical form, the cream. Now Ease cream comes in, you can also have samples of that in your back office. But Ease cream helps people with that topical form for arthritis, for sore muscles, for knees, different things of that sort. This is going to go in as a capsule form. A lot of people that take the capsules also use the cream as well. So Ease is absolutely amazing. I want to talk about Edge. Edge is another favorite product of mine. Edge came out just a few years ago. This is for sharper thinking, improved mood, enhanced concentration, brain fog. It is 3 key ingredients, and it's L-theanine, theacrine, and coffee robusta. It has natural caffeine equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. It also has a non-jittery agent. So Edge I think their tagline was like power up and be more. When Edge came out, it was so popular and so exciting, and everybody felt like they could just get everything done. It's that clarity, that mental focus. You can just feel like you can go through the day. And it's that natural, sustained, clean energy. I personally like Edge more than I like Accelerator now, or more than I like Boost. Edge is 1 capsule per day. That's it. And I take it in the morning with my Slim, but I absolutely love the way that I feel with Edge. And it just, you get that natural energy from Slim because of the blood sugar balance, but Edge takes it up a notch. But in a way I was always terrified of things that I felt like were all about energy. And Edge just helps you focus and just feel like you literally can get everything done. Really quick, 2 more. Really quick, Joyome. That's our skin science product. Talking about the microbiome of our skin. That comes in 2 bottles, a daytime serum and a nighttime serum. 3 pumps in the morning, 3 pumps at night. I love this stuff. I think it's great. A lot of people sometimes go through it fast if they're putting it on their necks, on their hands. I know some people have put it on their knees, on their stretch marks, different things. But our skin is our largest living organ on our body. And to take care of it is just something that is super essential. And Joyome is amazing. It also comes with sample packs. And they are sold, the serums are sold together, or you can buy them separately. And then the last is, I think I have that here, the body cream. Now, one of the things that a lot of people might not know about the body cream is that this was kind of coinciding with the breast health check kit. The body cream was originally a breast cream, and people started putting it all over their bodies. It has activated charcoal, and it's a skin moisturizer, and they rebranded it from the breast cream to make it body cream. This stuff is amazing for sunburns, for eczema, for rashes, for mosquito bites. It has botanical and aloe blends and a powerful spirulina algae, but it does have activated charcoal. A lot of people, even just a couple of years ago, were using it as hair conditioner because it was making their hair very lively and vibrant, but body cream is amazing. It's definitely something that I feel like people should have around their house. I know some people even use body cream as like their face moisturizer after they put on Joyome. So it's just one of those things that if you wanted to give this a try, it's great, but it definitely has helped kiddos with eczema and psoriasis and different things of that sort. So that is a little bit about our product line. I know we just keep having more and more products that come out. I think Plexus' goal was to have a product launched every year at convention. So I know they're going to be having another product come out in June. But we have had a big year with Lean Whey and Metaburn and, things that they're trying to get into our hands. I think that with Slim HC and Slim Microbiome, that was the biggest test, I think, for Plexus. And I think that when the original formula went away and microbiome was kind of the only thing that you could have your hands on, some people who felt like the XOS prebiotic irritated them, or who felt like they didn't like the taste, were really disappointed. And so I feel like Plexus lost some people because they felt like they were robbed of their original formula. And then hunger control came in, and it excited a lot of people to give something else a try, or to, if you've hit your plateau on microbiome or you don't feel like you're getting what you need out of it, try another formula, try hunger control. And so I think it brought a lot of excitement back. And I think we are a gut health driven company. And I know I say that a lot, but it's true, because all of our products, if you hear microbiome, flora, healthy microbes, that's kind of a common trend and a common theme. And I think that if you are someone who's looking to swap out something that you've been doing and give something else a try, like if you're going to take a fish oil, or if you're going to take a multivitamin, I might be biased because I think Plexus is the end all be all, and I love and stand behind every one of their products. But I love and stand behind them because you can actually feel the difference of it working. I tried 3 probiotics before I tried ProBio 5. I used to take the women's one a day, and I was sick all the time. And I just really stand behind on what these ingredients can do, and by giving something a try, if you've never tried it before in the past. So I know that was a lot of information, and I am going to unmute you guys to see if you have any questions, as well as have any tips on how you like to take any of your products, or if anything that you heard tonight might help you kind of continue on. You guys have any questions, or have anything that might be helpful, or that's been helpful for you?
This is Brandy. I can tell you that we take, every morning with our Slim, we take the MetaBurn with the BioCleanse. And then at night, we take the ProBio 5 with the MetaBurn. I was having some major indigestion whenever I took it in the afternoon.
You were like heartburn?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was totally fine. It's been great in the evening, so.
Good. Yeah. So that's kind of been your routine?
Yeah, it has.
Okay. And Beth, I know you had you were having some experience with was it Vital Biome?
Yes, I had just started the Vital Biome a couple weeks ago, and I had a crazy week of gas and bloating and diarrhea, and I thought, my God, what have I done to myself? But I have got it lined out thanks to you, so I was really excited to change up the way I took things. It helped a lot. I was taking the Vital Biome and 2 Cleanse and my Ease and my Pink drink all in the morning as I was getting ready before I had anything in my stomach. So then when I got to work about 30 minutes later, I would have my breakfast. And it was just after lunch, by the time I ate my lunch meal, I was in the bathroom 3 or 4 times that afternoon before I went home at 3:30. So it was kind of miserable for a week.
Yeah,
but then I spoke to you. Yeah, I take the Vital Biome as soon as I get up with water, and I just keep drinking the water, and I let that in my stomach at least 45 minutes before I eat breakfast at home. And then in my pocket before I leave, I take my MetaBurn, my Ease capsules, my Cleanse, what else? Everything I put in my pocket. So when I get to work and it's all been, the Vital Biome has had a chance to break down and do its thing and it's gone out of there, then I will take everything but the MetaBurn. And then an hour or so later, I'll mix my Slim Hunger Control, take it with the MetaBurn, and my days have been so much better.
Good. I'm so glad. I really think that it is like a trial and error, because I think if you're not, if that continued to happen to you and you weren't maybe talking to someone about it, you'd be like, this is not for me,
This is what I think about when I don't ask, is every time I've had an issue with something and I ask, someone had an answer that worked for me. So I don't want my customers to ever think, take it, it's cookie cutter, it's going to work for you, and then it not work for them. And then they won't answer me when I try to speak to them.
Right.
So I always try to tell them, this is not the same thing for everyone. You can do things at different times. If you can't do the drink in the morning, do it around your lunchtime or the afternoon to stop with munchies. Or if you forget it, sure, you can do it later in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't want to take it at bedtime, but don't think just because you missed that one thing that you're not being every day on it at the right time and it's not going to work. Everything's adjustable for everyone.
Right.
I have an ambassador with IBS, and we have worked through a lot with her, and she's a nurse practitioner. So I'm really impressed with that.
That's
she knows
great.
that supplements take time. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that you kind of hit the nail on the head right there. I think that you have to work through with your customers and with your ambassadors. And I think it's not even just about follow-up. It's about checking in and saying, hey, you may or may not experience this. And if you do, come talk to me, because I've heard it all. I think people get to a point where they feel embarrassed and they cannot ever talk about their, bathroom talk with someone that, but I think that that's when you open the door to that. And I think that is really important and a helpful tip to allow them to feel comfortable with it.
I also think it's been helpful, but I myself have experienced the problems and reached out, so I can say to them, I had that, or I had this. And if I hadn't have asked, then I would have stopped taking that. And so to say, I actually had that. I know some people say they don't believe any of the testimonials or pictures that they see posted for things because they don't know those people.
Right.
But when they know those people, it makes a bigger impact. Oh,
absolutely. And if you guys ever have any questions on if someone does have something like Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism, there is a 99.9% chance that someone on our team also suffers from that. Our team up to 850 people. And so out of that many people, you're going to find people to connect the dots with. And everybody's always going to be there and willing to share their story. And so if you find someone with something that you cannot maybe relate to, connect the dots with people on our team, or send a message out on the leaders page and ask, does anyone have or suffer from? And I can guarantee you to forward and help you guys talk through with that person.
I think that's what makes us unique as a team with this product, because we're not perfect people that are promoting something you need to buy. We were all imperfect, and this helped us so much.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right. I love that. You're exactly right. Did you guys have any other questions? I think the biggest thing for me, like a big learning point, is Metaburn. I think just because it's so new. So Randy, I like what you said about what you were doing and how you've changed it up. I think that that's really helpful for all of us. I think that's probably the one big product right now that has had the most questions, just because it is the newest and because people are experiencing it a little bit different.
Yeah. I think, my mom tried to take it and she had major gas and bloating. So she quit taking it. And I tried to have her take it at different times because I was having issues as well.
Yeah.
But she tried it in the morning, at night, after lunch, before she ate, after she ate. And it just never seemed to work for her. So,
and was she taking two, or would you know if she was taking one?
She was taking one at a time. Like I was.
Okay. And at the end of the day, there are some times where people might have a sensitivity to something within that product. If she ever does decide to try it again, she could always even try to open that and put a half of a capsule in yogurt or over applesauce, and just to see if her body tolerates it that way.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can take it with or without food, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the one product or the two products actually that have probably the most strict rules would be Vital Biome. Take on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, like when your feet hit the ground. And then X Factor Plus. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried to take that without food, but
yes, I did.
It's tough. I was dry heaving. But I'm like, I know this is good stuff. It's potent, it's turbocharged. I still have a half a bottle because I quit taking it. It made me so sick. Did you take it with food? No, didn't even think about it. So now that I've got Vital Biome, I want to get okay on that before I introduce something else again.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go back at it slowly. I still have half a bottle. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned, but one of the reasons why I still take original, and I think I mentioned because I was sick a lot. I had shingles, strep throat. Like when I start feeling like a sore throat coming on, or like, you know, just like I feel like something's coming, I will take 4 X Factor original instead of 2 that day, and I just feel like it skates it off. Whereas X Factor Plus, like I would not recommend taking 4. I would not recommend taking more than 2 because it is so turbocharged. But that's just one of the reasons why I think I'm in love with the original for me personally. So, you guys hopefully this was helpful. I know sometimes we can kind of forget about the basics, but I think that always good to remind ourselves about, we can always continue to learn more. And I think when you're talking about these products with other people, I was so, I don't know, like not apt to share in the very beginning because I didn't understand the science behind it and I didn't understand like all the ingredients. And I want to tell you and reiterate, you do not need to memorize these ingredients. What's important is knowing what the products have done for you, or taking 1 or 2 key ingredients in each product and really diving in and dissecting down, like what can these ingredients do? Like the green lipped mussel. I mean, that is so powerful for ease, and it's just, you know, it's going to be interesting to you. Help increase your knowledge of these products. What I might recommend doing is taking one product and focusing on that, either on your team page or your personal page. And by focusing on that, pretending like you're going to present about it, it's going to help you learn about it. And it's going to go right back to being natural, of being comfortable in talking about it. So that's just a little tip that I wanted to end with. You guys have anything else? Thanks for hanging with me for an hour. I thought it was going to be 30 minutes for sure, but.
No, thank you very much. This has been very helpful. We appreciate it.
Good. Well, good deal. Well, thank you guys so much. I'll record this and upload it, and then feel free to do with it whatever you'd like.
All right. And we're still waiting for that brownie recipe, by the way.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. For sure. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.